Streaming, bro.
All right, my brother. Okay, my brother. Yeah, you already, man. Yo, I appreciate you, man. Hey, yo, you know what we doing? We here at Humble and Erratic for the culture. This is a whispers amongst the culture segment where we do interviews with people in the culture, all types of culture, battle rap, um, your ethnic background culture, whatever type of culture it is, we give interviews for. That's what we're doing here. So tonight, we got your man, my man. You already, my boy Bundles. You're already a man, a jack of all trades, family man. Feel me, an entrepreneur, business owner. You know, basically up and coming inside the culture, big impact. He do on the beat battle. You know what? I'm not even going to tell you what this man do. I'm gonna let Bundles explain it. You know what I'm saying? Let you know what's going on with him. How you doing, brother?
Ain't much, man. Salute. Thank you for having me, man. But you pretty much summed it up. You know what I'm saying? R&B battle rap culture. That's what I'm here for. That's my passion. It's the R&B battle rap culture. I do a couple other things, clothing. I'm about to start tapping into films and things like that. So
Like, yep.
that's pretty much where we at with it right now. For me, it's R&B versus everybody.
As you should, my boy. As you should. We're gonna get right to it, man. We're gonna get right to it, man, because I like to get the league owners. Because you actually a league owner, man. If you got, you're a full league owner, right? You're not partial league owner. You're a full league owner.
Full league owner, no partners.
Okay, all right, all right. So you got to take some accountability for your other brothers and sisters that own leagues around here, right?
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, okay. So basically, let's start it off like this. Salute the, excuse me. Let me say this properly. Free surf, free Geechee Gotti. Click
Definitely.
on him next week or something like that. Salute to him. He did that five standing tall. Uh, Unfortunately, Geechee Gotti just had a mishap.
Yeah,
This
man.
whatever they got him all over the news and all that, getting
It,
caught up. What
it's
he
like
got?
we getting one back and another one going in. You know what I'm saying? Pause if necessary for the youngins out there.
I was saying the same thing. Like it's a revolving door at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a revolving door. But hopefully this it don't be as detrimental as it sounds. Let's say that. God go with him and all that. But on another note, do you feel that league owners uh, are more? Well, let me not say more. Do you feel like league owners should be more invested in the battle rappers' lives and careers?
I I'm gonna answer that in a two-part answer. I feel like if you giving somebody that's not financially savvy a bunch of money, what what's the recipe for that? Like when you go to the league, they have financial advisors and things like that, but that's a different scale of money. You know what I'm saying? Like there was only a small part. There was only a small pocket where battle rappers was getting real money. That was around the time with the Drake and everybody was being a part of it. That was a very small pocket of time. Where right now they're not getting that same amount of money. You might get a couple of thousand, but a couple of thousand ain't really changing nobody's lives like that crazy. Where you know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta have a situation where the league owners have contracts, let's say yearly contracts, like, yo, listen, we're going to give you this amount of money for this amount of battles, but we're going to break down the money in increments. Let's just say, for instance, if I say, I'm going to book you for 6 battles this year, I got a 50 ball for you, 50, 60 ball, whatever. But I'm going to give you like 10K for each joint.
Oh, 7K. I'll give you about
Yeah, like
7.
10, 7K for each joint.
All
Now, you got enough money, 7,000. If you break it down, if you got 6 battles, that's 7,000 every 2 months. That's 3,500 a month. I know niggas that can that I know a couple niggas that can survive off 3,500 a month, especially if they doing other things, other legal things like maybe having a job or something like that, that little extra 3,500 to come in handy. But if you giving the artist all this money in one shot and they buying a chain, they might go buy a charger, they might trick it off on their girl and this, that, and the third. Now they right back to square one and they gotta sit there and get it by any means. So I think if you break it down like that for artists, it'll make it for an easier situation where artists ain't keep going in and out of the can.
So is it safe to say that a lot of artists, let me say this, and vice versa, you know what I'm saying? Or it's the two way street. That a lot of artists was failed by the league owners that chose to take on these artists in their careers, because that's what happens when you tell me that I have a home. This is my home. You're taking on my, not my burdens, but definitely you taking everything that come with me when it's pertaining to my career. Now I feel like
Well, the league only can't be everywhere at once. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not your daddy. That's number one. We talking about grown men here. We ain't really too much talking about kids and things like. We talking about grown men with kids. So
what you,
I can give you the insight. I could give you the insight and be like, yo, like for instance, I got a crew, right? I could tell my crew, listen, we gonna do this, that, and the third, and I feel like you should do this with your money. Once you leave out my presence, it's not like I can't spank you for spending the money that I gave you how you want to spend it. All I could do is give you the insight,
that's
and
fair,
what you do with that is your business.
but you and you know I'm just being a devil's advocate right here.
Hmm.
At this point in life, once you take me and my career in, right? This is what you do, and if you don't give me the benefits that comes with the career, and which with it, I feel that you're failing me as an artist a little bit, because I got to do so much performing, I got to do so much hurdles and everything to stay relevant and to make sure that this money is coming in for both of us.
When you
But
say
there's
benefits, what you mean?
when you work for somebody, which is working for each other, even if you work for somebody or work for each other, they give you union. It's like a union. It's like it's no union in battle rap with the league. The league owner tells you this is what I can do for you, this is what I possibly do for you. But what you have to do is backflip. You got to bring people with you to watch you flip. You got to keep doing stunts. And the moment that you mess up, it's up to the league owner to even let you get back on that tightrope to even pull another stunt. You know what I'm saying? So
I
what I'm
get, I
saying,
get, I get what you're trying to say.
is that the the league owners at some point in these artists' lives, in the artists' lives, have a lot of control over the career, but choose not to take accountability for it in the culture. Now, what made me bring this up was you just said a little partial of it too with the Geechee Gotti, right? And not even with the, excuse me, I be brought up Geechee Gotti and everything, but the reality is that we're talking about the money. And the
Hmm.
money here, all this money, 30, 40, 50, all that's cool. But once you turn me out to the bag and then it's no longer no bag there, guess what I gotta go do? Guess what I'm built to do? I'm gonna resort right back into my survival state. So I feel like this is at this moment, uh kind of is like a survival tactic, and it just wound up not going so well in young man's favor.
Hmm.
But the cause of that is that where's the home at? He had a home. Feel me? He had a home, designated bag. Everything was coming in. You know, you gave him the coat, you gave him the crown, the robe, everything. But then when things got the way it went and things fell through and snatch all that back, you got to go back to the land on your own and figure it out.
But what was you doing while the grass was green? Because if you was getting the bag and you was getting the notoriety, you was getting the looks and things like that. I'll take Sue Surf for instance. Sue Surf went to jail for more so like gang crimes. He didn't go to jail for financial woes. You know what I'm saying? So he took the avenue of battle rap and made it work for him in other avenues when he was doing music and things like that. The same thing like Loaded Lux. He does music and other things. You got a bunch of artists. Like I think there's a battle rapper that does taxes or cleans credit and shit
Yeah,
like that.
you know that he does.
You
He do
Battle
everything.
rap is an avenue where you can do other things. I'm a league owner. Yes, I just told you I'm a league owner. I got a clothing line. My clothing line coexists with my league, where I put my artists in my clothes and I make money that way. You gotta have other avenues other than just
That's
the
what the lines and everything too.
right. You gotta have other avenues other than just the rap. You gotta have other avenues other than just the rap to make money. Why are you so dependent on the rap solely when there's so many branches of battle rap that you can make money. You can make money off of drinks. You can make money off of clothes. You could do commentary. You could start your own podcast.
Saying
You could do
that, I'm
hosting.
saying
There's so many
not that.
different things.
I'm basically looking at it like, a chat. Like you said, we're not dealing with kids, but respectfully, if you keep giving me, giving me, giving me, giving me, giving me, then you stop giving me now. You know what I'm saying? That's like a shock. That's a shock. That's a shock right there. That's an unbalance right there. It's gonna throw everything off. So that's basically what I was looking at and hinting for. Like, kind of like ain't no money here, right? We just spoke on it. The money is weird right now in battle rap. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? And then when the money was there, they still wanted you to pull stunts. They still want you to do all of these jump through tight ropes and things like that. And it's just battle rap is just weird right now. But you, as being a league owner and everything like that, and like you said, you got a whole team, you got a whole unit. What do you do differently with your unit and your team that is not done in every other league?
For me, one, I pay all the artists. I have a very tight knit payment schedule where they understand like this is the amount that I'm giving up, and I'm explaining why I'm giving it the amount I'm giving up, where it works for both parties. It works for them and it works for me. And also, as far as my team is concerned, excuse me, my team gets percentages like when the clothes come out and they're wearing the clothes and people buy the clothes based on seeing the artist wearing the clothes, they get a percentage.
I
You know
get
what I'm
that.
saying? Like if somebody, oh, I saw pyro tracks in this, I like that, this and that. All right, so I know that this person bought this piece of item because of pyro tracks. Pyro tracks get a percentage. It ain't all just going to my pocket. Same thing with live music is. Same thing with the boy book. All of them. OG Burner finale. Everybody gets a percentage when it comes to the clothes. You know what I'm saying? And they get their money on the rap tip. So at the end of the day, it's never a situation where I'm just the only person banking in all the money.
Understandable. That's a good quality. That's a good trait right there too.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
definitely that's definitely a good one right there. Has there ever been has there has battle rap ever conflicted with the men that you are at home, because you actually a family man, kids, everything, married. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole boodle. So have battle rap ever conflicted with the men that you are at your house? Like,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
give me, give me, give me one, man. Give me one or two, man.
I, for
Come on,
instance,
man.
like I just had this conversation with my wife. Like she basically told me like last year I took a hiatus. I didn't throw any events last year, and it was strictly because she seen how much these events was costing, and she's like, "Yo, you throwing 4 or 5 events in 1 year, and the family ain't been on vacation. You got to make it make sense to me." And I'm telling her like, "Yo, I'm striving to do this. I'm striving to do that." She ain't trying to hear all that because she's seeing 4,000, 5,000, this amount, that amount. She like, "Yo, listen, you throw another event before this family go on a family trip, it's a wrap for you." And I'm like, heard you. You know what I'm saying? So, and then also the energy. This is something that I learned and I learned from is that battle rap is a gladiator sport. There's going to be times where people are going to be disgruntled. People are going to feel some type of way. Things are going to be said. And I'm a very prideful
This
man.
meeting is being recorded.
And I'm a very prideful man. So when I get disrespected, I tend to take it a little too far, and me taking it too far, I get a certain energy around me that my wife doesn't like. I get agitated, I get pissed off, whatever you want to call it. And I don't take it out on my family, but you could kind of read it on my face. She said I'm one of them people that I can't really hide my emotions. So sometimes it gets there.
Is it passion? Is it
Passion
passion? And you fully invest. That's because you're fully invested into this craft, into
all
this
the way
culture.
in. Pause. All the way in.
All right. How long you been into the How long you been in the culture?
Officially or unofficially? Because I started out as a fan first.
We all start. We all start out as men.
So as far as this being in the culture, my daughter's 7, so 8 years. Shout out to my man Joe Dirt. Joe, my first on beat battle rap event, I went with my brother Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt was my co-worker. We did security in Manhattan together,
Okay.
and we got cool at the job. And he invited me out because we both was from the Bronx, and he was like, "Yo, I got this event that I battle rap." So I didn't know anything about on beat at the time. So when he said he battle rap, I'm like, "Oh, you on URL?" He like, "Nah, I do this league called Cypher City." Shout out to my Cypher City family, and he was like, "Yo, pull up." I said, "Bet I pull up, I come through, I support you and all that." And that's one thing about me is like when I support, I support. Like I'm coming out, I'm talking shit, I'm yelling, I'm doing all that. You know what I'm saying? So I went to the event. He was battling Rambo. You know Rambo. That was the first battle I've ever seen as far as on beat was my man Joe Dirt versus Rambo.
I battled Rambo. Matter of fact. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
Yeah, I talked about it at the last Harlem Havoc.
Fox head ass nigga. Salute to Rambo though, man. Salute to Rambo. Finish your food. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
but I was intrigued by that. You know what I'm saying? And it was different because I was so used to acapella battle rap that when they was battling on the beats, I I love music in general. You know what I'm saying? So when I seen that, it was something different. I got to see it live and direct, and I was loving the energy. I was like, yeah, I like this. I like this style of battle rap. Me personally, I like this style of battle rap a little better than the acapella. Cause
Okay.
to me,
You like
acapella is like
you like music. You like rap.
right,
You rap bars. You like see like battle rapping is totally different than rapping. Like cause you more or less you more or less your creative side is being a battle rapper. You more in your creative space than being a regular rapper. Like when you're a regular rapper, you more into your charisma and your you know what I'm saying your vibe. It's a body thing. It's really a vibe. It's a that energy thing when you rap it. But when you doing battle rap is more a creative energy. You can do so many different things. That's why so many great people just so many great people got so many different weird talents that you can't even understand how they survive. You know what I'm saying? In battle rap because of the creativity.
right.
It's only the creativity. Um, so as a father, does some battle rap content make you uncomfortable?
Not really because I got a real thing about just mentioning kids and wives. I've made that clear as far as me. I made that clear. Like when it comes to the culture, you can say whatever you want to say about me. I done been in a million niggas raps. I done got thrown off of buildings, shot in the
You got
face.
that good. You got good syndrome. That's what you're telling me. You got the good syndrome. Don't
Yeah,
say
cause
nothing about.
my son is getting old enough now where he's asking questions about it. Like a matter of fact, my next event, my son said he wants to host a battle. He's 11 years old and he wants to host a battle. Like, you
Okay,
know what I'm
okay, ready?
saying?
Outside, yeah, okay. I see, young man.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
yeah.
my thing is that I never want a situation where my son goes to school and somebody from the school, kids are mean, And they be like, "Oh, yo, that battle rapper said he gonna slap the shit out of you when he see you, and this is down the third." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I slapped the shit out you when he see
yo,
you.
you know how these battle rappers get. I'm gonna slap your son, and this that and the third. These kids are starting to tap in. Even when I do my commentary,
You're not gonna slap my son though. I don't care about none of that. Somebody gonna get hurt
you know
slapped.
niggas ain't slapped. But the fact that he say it, then when it, and then
No,
when
no,
the
no. Just the saying it, when you playing with me. Because why would you say that now? Now you got me. I feel the type of way now that I want to see you to slap you. Like now
but you
I'm
see how your tone this changed. Now you see where I'm coming from.
yeah, but I understand passion. I understand passion is like why would you even get me there where this is WWF and I gotta turn? Nah, man, just don't do it. Don't do it. I understand what you're saying, bro. Trust me. Trust
Yeah, but see when it come to us, like I
me. Yeah.
said, I've been thrown off roofs. I've been shot in the face. I've been all these different things in the mix of somebody's rhyme. That doesn't affect me. My son, my wife, my daughter. It's a different story.
Okay. Understand. Let's see. So is it easy to separate the bundles, the brand, from bundles in the culture? Excuse me, bundles in the brand from bundles at home.
Bundles at home is a jokes. I would like to think I'm a jokester. My wife says that I'm too serious all the time. I'm trying to break out of that because I got a daughter and I got a son that's young. I'm trying to break out of that. She has notified me that I'm way too serious. That I'm kind of like a buzzkill, if you will. She like, oh, you too rough. You just too. And I'm like, I'm trying to break out of that. So for the most part, I'm learning how to be. I've always been a family guy. Like I protect my family, I provide for my family and things like that. But now I'm learning how to be not just a father. I'm trying to learn how to be a dad and really interact with the kids and have fun and things like that. Like I coach my son's basketball team. Shout out to King's Kids. Salute to y'all. I know some of y'all might be watching. And I do that. And even with that, the kids, I talk to them the same way I'm talking to you right now. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just who I am. But I'm learning how to ease ease that up a little bit. I'm learning. I'm learning.
It's a practice. Life is about practicing, bro. As long as you're willing to do the work, you're gonna get better at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most
That's
definitely.
how it goes. So has maturity changed how you engage with controversy? Because I done seen you a couple of times, like ready to rip your shirt and all that. Turn. I done seen it. I'm looking at you like, yo, what's wrong? What? Yo, wait, you know we can all like act, right? And it's like, yeah, get out there, nigga gonna die for me.
I
So
put it like this. I haven't when it comes to the internet, I've learned just to talk. Now, if you violate and we in the spot and things like that, even then, I'm trying my best. Like you was at the last joint. Like I tried my best to be like,
mhm.
yo, brother, listen, my man.
that didn't work out, did it? None of that worked out. I'm not, yo, I'm
but you see me try to like, yo, my man, please,
attempted.
like,
You definitely attempted. It was an attempt. That situation just is a situation that we're gonna get into that too as well. But that's not nothing I want to talk about right now.
right,
But
right. So
so
I'm internet wise, I'm cool. I could talk shit with the best of them. We could go back and forth. You say something to me slick, I might say something to you slick back. I'm not really taking the internet banter too personal.
okay,
Now, in the building, we could still have the banter. I'm not gonna sit here and say that you can't talk crazy to me. I'm not saying that. But what I've noticed is that things like the SMD and you pussy and things that you wouldn't normally say to me in the
I
street.
don't like that.
Right.
Yeah, it makes me because it gives me a vibe, a feeling that I know that if I was like arm's reach of you, I would have to rectify that.
Right. If we
Oh,
talking battle rap shit, you can say whatever you want. Nigga, I kill your whole squad. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Blah, 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 blah. I could take all that. Pause. Like that's battle rap talk. But when you start saying things that are outside of battle rap, that's when it's like, come on, bro. Like, you're not gonna play with me like that, cause I treat people with respect. Like, I'm not gonna come at you like that unless you make me. And then if you make me go there, I'm already prepared for whatever it is that comes after that. And sometimes in battle rap, a lot of these niggas ain't prepared for what comes after the disrespect.
okay. So give me a few things that you wouldn't want your son in battle rap. You wouldn't want your son to emulate.
I don't want my son to be a battle rapper. Period.
Whoa. What's going on being a battle rapper, young man? What's going on?
There's nothing
Yo,
wrong with being a battle rapper, but here's the thing, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
yeah, keep it 1,000, 1,000.
Me striving so much to make sure that my son had a better life than I did, I don't think he got the skin for it.
What to be a battle rapper?
Right.
Wow, look at all these artichoke skin. These dudes got artichoke skin in this thing. Them niggas is weird paperback. Ain't
Yeah,
nobody.
yeah, but they still
Come on, man.
let's just call it what it is. They still from the town. They used to that lingo and that verbiage. I don't even think my son will be able to take it if somebody be like, "Yeah, your mother sucked dick, nigga," and like, I don't think he'd be able to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he'll be able to take that, bro. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100.
Boy, change the cow. Like, yeah, dad, daddy. He said, "Mommy, suck."
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he'd be able to take that, bro. I'm gonna keep it
That man
100,
come
man.
outside after that. Once he been crying and all that, he don't understand how to take that. Like, this is what they do. Yeah, it get wacky. I get it, man. It is wacky. It get wacky.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we be in the house and he'll try to like say little slick shit to me as far as in the battle rap form, like, yo, dad, I bust your, and then I come back and say some shit about his game, playing around, like, nigga,
Perfect.
the nigga fuck up his whole day. So I'm like, oh,
Perfect.
you not built for this.
I cut your plug, nigga. Talking to get your plug cut. Like what? You serious? Cut your plug. You playing with me? Get your plug cut. Yeah.
Yeah, so if that's something he would want to do, I mean, I ain't gonna stop him, but I'm gonna tell him like, yo, listen, man, don't look over your shoulder looking at me, cause I'm whatever that dude say, you got to rebuttal that.
Back, you gotta fight.
You
You
know what
gotta
I'm
fight. You
saying? You got to rebuttal that, brother. Like, don't think, oh, my dad is bundles that you're not gonna say, nigga. It's gonna be even worse because you my son.
back. And definitely, if I can't get to the father, knock off the wall, man. Knock it right on off. Turn the TV off. Cut that little nigga TV off. His father fast. Yeah, but so it's a balance in like we know in battle rap it's a balance. You want to keep business as much as relevance. You know what I'm saying? In battle rap. So do you feel that your business, the business aspect of it, the professionalism of it, keeps you away from the chaos in the culture? Like, is it a thing? Is that a thing? Like, is there a balance with you, or like how does that work for you?
I think for the most part, everybody understands my business is straightforward. I've always preached that. Like when it comes to the business aspect of it, I'm very straightforward and I'm very transparent with what it is that I'm saying. Like we've been having these conversations behind the scenes as far as like artists being compensated. Because there's a lot of artists, and let's be clear, in on beat, there's not a lot of money in on beat. I'm gonna keep it 100. It's not a lot of money in on beat, but at the same sentiment, it's like you want to make sure that the artists feel respected. So yeah, you might not get the big bag that the acapella dudes is getting, but we're gonna give you something to make you feel respected. At least I am. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had artists, no funny shit. I've had artists that be like, "Yo, bundles, I've never been put in a hotel before, bro. Thank you." And I'm like,
the
bro,
thing.
I'm bringing you out of town. Why wouldn't I put you up somewhere where you could be comfortable and relax before and after the event? You could go over your rhymes. Like with battle rap, an artist is supposed to be as comfortable as possible, especially on beat, because that beat is unforgiving. If you slip up on the beat, that's pretty much the end of the round. If you're not nice like that, because one slip up can fuck up your whole night.
Yep,
So me
fact.
being the league owner, at the end of the day, win, lose, or draw from either side, you still producing a product that I have to present to the world. So I have to make you as comfortable as possible so you could present that product in the right way. Cause it's not just your name on the line. That logo up top right here, that's my brand too. I got to make sure everything is going right.
So this is the thing that I was trying to express to you about the league owner thing because I feel like league owners y'all kind of could do what y'all want to the artists and the coaches because you could even say, you know what, I'm gonna ride this all the way out with the artist. You know what I'm saying? Or you could say, well, when he falls short, he falls short. I'm only here for when it's right. And either way, you still a league owner.
So now you got to ask yourself: does that league owner fuck with you for real, or he only fuck with you because what you can give?
I'm in battle rap, so a league owner really fucking with you is a mystery. Like it happened, but they always gonna gaslight. You know why? Because there's really no money. The money comes. It's too many people that they have to red carpet. So they really can't red carpet you. It can't be really too much favoritism. It can't be. So you got to really be dealing with. It's like having a good teacher. You got to have somebody. You got to be dealing with people that love the culture. They got to love their job. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of league owners that I've paid attention to, that I've seen, that I know, they don't love their job. What they love about is what they can get out of it, and they don't mind you using the artists to get where they need to be in the culture. You know what I'm saying? So
So let me
that's
ask you this: knowing with you knowing that information, is that somebody that you would do business with?
battle rap is a funny game because like if he's over there and he's like and he like it's like this. They don't want to pay you and give you no money, but they'll give you somebody a step higher than you can get on your own.
Okay.
Feel me? See the trick? It's a trick right there. It's like, yo, come on, man. Like I can't pay my bills with this step higher. Like I still got a phone bill to pay. I still got things like I still got to feed the dog. I got mad shit going on where I'm living my life for real. I'm not a dude that like I'm not. I don't need four. I'm not a $40 in a place to stay, nigga. I need some bread. So you trying to get me a look is cool. The look, see the look is overrated. I feel like. I feel like
I'm
the
glad
look
you
is
said that because when you finish, I was going to speak on that. I'm glad you said
yeah,
that
the
though.
look is overrated because the look don't pay no bills. It can in the long run, down the line it can, but right there at that moment where I just came out, I studied a month, weeks or whatever, so I can have one of the best performances ever that I need to have, so I can keep fan base coming in and all that. My life stopped. You know what I'm saying? And as my life stopped, there's no compensation for that. You know what I'm saying? And I still have to be a professional and lock into these bars because I can't. I'm the one that gets on that stage that looks stupid. Like, yeah, the league owner is backing me, but you're not looking stupid on that stage. But let me not even. That's just a piece.
Nah,
That's to the
nah, nah, nah. Listen, you ain't say nothing wrong because at the
no,
end
I
of the
know, but
day,
that's to the league owners though. I don't feel like that's not a for you thing right now. This is about you. You feel me? This ain't really like I'm happy to have a league owner on here so that I can vent a little bit about um like the neglect and things that's going on with the artists and
I
why
want
the
to
coach.
piggyback off that though because it's like we're on beat. Like I said, on beat is not on the level of acapella. We're not. I'm not even going to sit here and try to say that we are. But I've seen time and time again where artists have like the sentiment that you said, "Oh, I'm gonna give you a look, so just accept the look." I personally feel like you should build the artist up so they can be their own look. What I mean by that is like let's just say an on beat, they like to pay the big name acapella dudes to come over here and rap, right? I personally don't like that because when they come over here, they give lackluster performances, but you giving them $4,000 or $5,000 to come over here and rap just because they're the name and the person that they're battling who's over here, 9 times out of 10, they battling for free just because they battling the name. Where I feel like, why don't you take that same money that you would have gave that acapella artist and invest that into the artist and making them bigger, promoting them, um, making sure they got a couple of battles where they could get a couple of dollars to build up their stock and things like that. That's me personally how I feel about on beat. Like, shout out to my brother Live Music is. Live Music went through a situation where he wasn't getting booked like that because of some things that was going on in the culture.
Are we talking about the homie? Love?
Yes, yes, Live Music. There was a certain situation going on where he wasn't getting booked like that because of some things or whatever may have you. That's it is what it is. So when he came over here to SC, I gave him 3 battles, paid him, gave him looks that made sense to build up his stock and build up his name and things like that. And he stayed relevant through his own, you know, rapping ability. We didn't have to put him up against a loaded Lux. We didn't have to put him up against this, that, and the third. We just progressed the grind, supported him, made sure that he had the right situations going, and right now he's one of the leading names in on beat battle rap culture. No matter what people say, people know who Live Music is, and this is what his maybe his what third year, third, 4 year in the culture. You got people in the culture that's been around for 10 years, and his name is up there as far as like notoriety.
Salute the live homie, man. That's a fact. The young boy definitely is working. He definitely working.
So
He definitely.
that's what I feel that league owners should do. If you find an artist that you believe in, if you find an artist that you feel has the potential to hold your league down, it ain't gonna hurt you to invest in that artist because investing in that artist is also gonna help your brand. Now you do have some instances where you got some greedy ass artists and some shady ass artists that when you invest in them, they start doing bullshit. So you gotta kind of weed through the cracks when it comes to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some artists that are takers. They just constantly take, and
World
don't
is
give
people are like that, man. So it ain't even
nah
difficult.
facts. But that's the roll of the dice that the league owner got to take.
Understandable. Do you ever feel stretched between being an entrepreneur and being a businessman?
Yes, because I got to make hard decisions sometimes.
Okay.
Like there may be some things that my team want to do, and not saying I don't want to do, but financially, it wouldn't make sense to do thinking from the business side.
Glad you said that. So tell me something that the decision that you made in battle rap that your wife questioned, your family questioned. It was something that you felt you had to do pertaining to battle rap that your family definitely questioned it.
You want me to keep it 1,000? Now this might be some shock value when it comes to your channel. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, don't worry about that, man. We humble and we erratic, and it's for the culture.
Investing in an artist by the name of Young L.
Okay. So okay, you using the names now. Okay. Salute the young L. I don't know what you did, young L, but it's your moment. You heard?
You know what I'm saying? My wife reminds me every day. Now she uses Young L as a reference because when we get in the situations and I be like, you don't know what you talking about. She be like, yeah, but I told you about Young L though, and I'm like, damn.
I don't mean to cut you off. Is this the young man that he be with the sis? He be with the sis E Hart?
Right. Absolutely.
Salute to E Hart. That's my sis right there. You know I love her so. So okay, I understand now. Now we on the same page. All right, I'm here. We here.
Yeah. So everybody knows that Young L was a part of So Crooked from basically from the time that he started rapping in battle leagues up to I want to say maybe a 7 8 months ago. Um, he started out at Cypher City TV. Um, we just gonna keep it 100. He was an outsider over there. He's from Brooklyn. Most of the people that was on Cypher City is from the Bronx and Harlem. You know, he was loud. He was boisterous. I always felt like he was a dope MC. I'm not going to take that from him. He was a dope
Uh,
MC. I was captivated. Hmm?
talented. He's talented, basically.
Yeah, he was talented. I was captivated by the way he rapped and things like that. But let's just keep it tall. I didn't like the way like he was being. I don't like the way he was being portrayed over there, as far as like they was treating him like an outsider. Like, yeah, you dope and all that, but you can't fuck with this person. You can't fuck with that person. It did, and also he was shooting at the top dogs over there. So you being a pup shooting at the top dogs, it kind of rubbed people the wrong way a little bit and things like that. So
Yeah,
when I seen things like
like
that,
makes you look like you're arrogant. You're not respecting our niggas. How everybody else got there. Okay, I
right,
understand.
right. So when I started my crew, the So Crooked Mafia crew with Finale, Fatal, and things like that. I said, "Yo, man, let's bring Young L in," and we did that. And I supported him. Everything that he wanted to do, he was trying to get on different platforms and things like that. I was going to every platform he was at. I was bringing a couple of my niggas. Like a lot of people don't know, I'm part of a group called Crooked Fellas. So I'm saying, so I was making the looks look how it's supposed to look. We coming in there, crew deep. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in my crew was a small dude, so you seeing these big ass dudes walking in with this young boy. We made the energy look how it's supposed to look. You know what I mean? City to city, state to state, traveling with him, making sure he was safe, uh, clothing him. You know what I'm saying? Putting money into his career. His one and only music video is a music video that that I fronted the money for and things like that. I've placed bets, giving him just anything you could think of that a homie would do for a homie, because it wasn't just business with me and him. I looked at him like my little brother. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The disappointment level was at an all time high. People don't know. Disappointment is one of the worst feelings ever you can ever get from a person.
yeah, like I even had like prior to us moving around city to city, state to state, I had a conversation with his mother, and she was basically like, take care of my baby, and I gave her my word, like,
Salute to mama love, you
right,
heard?
and I gave her my word, like, nothing will happen to
Nothing
your
happened to my
son.
baby. Nothing better
Right,
not happen to my baby, man.
right.
I met you. I see your face.
Nah, real talk. So it's like it was one of them situations where I gave her my word, like, yo, ain't nothing gonna happen to your son that don't happen to me first. You know what I'm saying? And I carried it that way for the whole duration of us moving and shaking. Like any altercation that was going on with Young L, I was 10 toes down. Like, everybody knows that. Like, you can't say nothing to Young L without me being there, or somewhat responding and things like that. You could actually go to the Fire the Mist. There was a time where Young L and Fire the Misfit was being real chippy with each other, and when they battled, it almost went left. Now you can see in the footage, the first round, I'm playing in the background. I think by the second round, you would have thought that I was battling Fire the Misfit, because I'm standing like right there, because I'm just making sure like it ain't no type of funny business going on with the battle and things like that. I've never been the type of person that want to be all up in the camera when it come to the battles. Any So Crooked member that you see that battles, you're gonna see me in the background. Pause. I'm tall, so I don't need to be in the front. I'm always in the background, but I'm making sure everything is okay. So when the fallout happened with me and Young L, and the things that he was doing after the fallout that we had, a lot of people don't know that me and Young L had a very heated argument a year prior to him leaving SC. That we didn't talk for months, but I never mentioned it. He never mentioned it. We was just at the end of the day, we wasn't talking. So when the crew was like, "Yo, Bundles, yo, patch that, yo, you love Young L. Pause if necessary for the youngest that's listening." yo, bro, you know you love him. Yo, patch that shit up. This is that third. And I ain't going front. At first, I was like, no, I'm not patching shit up. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt disrespected. I don't want to patch shit up.
I'm not
And
patching.
talking to the OC. You know what I'm saying? Finale, the original crook. You know what I'm saying? Talking to him, and he telling me like, yo, bro, like the same way you feeling, he feeling, bro. He feel disrespected. You feel disrespected. Y'all both care, and this is that. Just chop it up. So I did that, but the I'm gonna keep it 100. The relationship was never the same, and in the midst of the relationship not being the same, I tried my best to keep it where he was still a priority. Because at the end of the day, let's just call it what it is. When you thought of So Crooked, you thought of Young L. You know what I'm saying? And then once the acapella, this is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's my opinion. I feel like when the acapella situation came into play, he became very big headed.
All right.
And in the midst of him coming big headed, he started to rebel against me. And in the midst of rebelling against me, I was on some shit like, yo, bro, like, I was there for you. I was there with you since the beginning. Before anybody knew who Young L was, I was there. Like, I made sure that you was safe. All these different things that was going on. And he might have a different sentiment than what I have. You know what I'm
You know,
saying?
and I would love for young Al. Listen, man. Listen, man. Pop out, man. Yo, pop out, man. If you see shit differently, because people wipe their eyes differently around here, man. Some people glasses is a little more. You know what I'm saying? But my man could be right too, man. He could be. You could have been a person that just was an energy taker, not an energy giver, man. But we want to hear your side, man.
You know what I'm
Definitely
saying?
hear your side, man.
So once that happened, it was like, all right, it's whatever. Still was trying to keep it clear because at the end of the day, this was my little bro. I'm not gonna treat him how I treat everybody else. But then there was things that he was deliberately doing that, what's so crazy? My homie sent me a song, and when he sent me the song, I was like, damn, bro, this is really what me and Young L is going through. In the lyrics, it was a DMX record, and he was like, basically, he was like, now this little motherfucker fucking with the competition. Stupid motherfucker. Shoulda got him missing. He said, niggas took my kindness for a weakness. I gotta step back and see how I'ma peep this. That line was exactly what we was going through. Because the people that I was having static with, Young L started dealing with. And I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
nah,
okay.
nah, you don't do that. Like he knew that. Did he know that?
He 100% knew that.
And right now, to this day, he he knows that that was the problem.
He was in the mix of the problem. Like the person that I'm speaking on, it wasn't just only my problem. He had a problem with him at one point too. But now it's like, now that me and you ain't rocking, now
Now
you in cahoots with
enemy is
him.
my enemy is my friend. Yeah, the
Right.
enemy of my
So I felt like that shit was corny as fuck. I'm like, damn, I would have never thought
war.
you would
Nigga,
have
ain't
did
nothing
that.
corny about war. Ain't nothing corny about war, niggas. Get your soldiers. Get your soldiers up, man.
Nah, real shit. But like, I'm just like, once I seen that happen, I was like, damn. So I guess everything that I did, everything I've done for you, everything I've ever, you know, that we've done together didn't mean shit to you because I would have never did that. Me personally, I would have never did that. I don't care. I don't care how much me and you wasn't talking or not seeing. I would have never went to your enemy or somebody that's trying to destroy you and do anything with them. And that
I ain't,
just showed the difference of
I ain't never
caliber.
gonna be friends. Hold on, if I ain't never gonna be friends with you again, nigga, and it's fucking lit. Yes, I am. It's
That's what
lit,
I'm
nigga.
trying to say. It wasn't a situation where we was warring. We wasn't warring. When Young L left So Crooked, we wasn't warring. All right, you went with E Hard. All right, cool. Niggas ain't like it. The crew ain't like it. I ain't like it. But we wasn't coming at
But
your
what?
head. We
Okay,
wasn't
let me
doing
ask
none
you
of
this.
that.
Let me ask you this. Could that have been a business move more than spiteful move or wicked move?
Then you should have carried it that way. Because, for instance,
What out of all
everybody in the crew. ev- look,
outside,
I'm gonna give you a play by play. You can look this up yourself. You came back to the crew. When the crew raps, everybody wears SC. That's what we do. I started noticing that you wasn't wearing SC, even when I was giving you the clothing. You wasn't wearing the SC.
okay.
You wasn't in the group chat, but we would see you on the spaces with the acapella dudes all day. We trying to put together events and different business deals and things like that, and you wouldn't respond to messages and you wouldn't engage in the conversations and things like that. But we constantly see you engaging in conversations, doing things over there with the acapella
He
people.
create intention at the moment. That's what he was doing.
Right,
Create. Okay.
right,
Hostile environment
right.
at work. Okay.
So now it's to the point where it's like, yo, bro, do you even want to be here? And the kicker was is that when he left the crew, he didn't tell us. He told a female by the name of Nadia Ali. Salute to Nadia Ali. Me and Nadia done patched up everything we need to patch up. But he told Nadia Ali to leak that he was no longer part of So Crooked.
Okay. So he did. That was a bad move because he did that being spiteful.
You know what I'm
is
saying?
that a is
And
that
at the time,
allegedly?
we wasn't seeing eye
Hold
to
on.
eye with
Is
Nadia
that
Ali.
allegedly? Is that allegedly or
No,
that's
this is a
fact?
fact. It's a fact. She posted it. So the same time that the public found out is when I found out, when the rest of the crew found out. It was like, oh, all right, it's official now. Cause we already had the notion that you was out the crew because me and you have had words and this, that, and the third, but you made it public. We didn't have a discussion on the rollout because one, we call ourselves the mafia. I pride myself in carrying everything with respect with the crew. And I felt like that was corny and disrespectful. So you leaked you had Nadia Ali leak that you was no longer so crooked instead of you doing it yourself as a grown man saying, you know, I ain't so crooked no more. That's one. Then you was doing shady business deals with the people that I'm got problems with where they trying to do the same thing that I'm doing and tarnishing my name.
Fredo.
You going over to the acapella shit when we trying to get business and things done and you supposed to be over here working with us but you not and you just secretly trying to distance yourself from situations. All right, so now it's to the point where you know what?
He part of the he ain't the he Fredo. In the mafia, he done did a Fredo move. He moving like that.
Basically.
Okay.
And it's still all love because I there was a
This could
battle.
be allegedly though. This all could be allegedly because he everybody has the reason why they feel like they character should be doing things
As
like
far as the mind frame, you could say allegedly, but as far as what I'm saying, the things that happen, these are facts.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? And this is how much I carry it. He had a battle with another young man who I I could say I'm still cool with him. Me and Spoonie is straight. He had a battle with another young man. I could have easily hit Spoonie up and gave him wild information. I didn't do that. Spoonie will tell you himself. Like when that battle was going down between him and Spoonie, and that was a big battle. I didn't hit Spoonie with no information. Now, granted, I said, Spoonie, do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? He ain't so crooked no more. Kill that nigga. But I ain't give him no information.
Ah,
Even even during
yo,
the battle, the day of the battle, everybody knew. All right, Bundles is gonna be in the building. Young L is no longer a part of So Crooked. How this shit gonna go? He walks in the building. His mother's with him. His brother's with him because this was a big battle. It was in Brooklyn. He's from Brooklyn. His
not the
mother's
mind.
there. Everybody's there. I'm not
Listen,
talking to him at the time.
I ain't even gonna lie. Once at this point, like we not even giving this no more energy at this point. I'm not gonna lie to you because once I bring mommy out, I'm bringing mommy out. That's a truth. That's a truth. That's a truth thing right there. Like I know nothing's gonna happen to me. Nothing is. It's my. I got mommy with me.
Let me
Mommy is.
let me tell you how it went. When his mother, mind you, me and him are not talking. Me and him are not talking at this point. We have nothing, no words to say to each other. He walks in. I see his mother. I go to him first. Just the first time I talked to him in a couple of months. Yo, bro, respectfully, can I say hello to your mother? Nah, Bundle's good, bro. You good? This is that there. I walked over to his mother. I said, hey, Mama L. She said, hey, baby, this is
That's
exactly what
fine.
she says to me. She says, hey, baby, what's going on? Hey, how you doing? She tells me, I don't care what you and my son going through. You held my son down. That's exactly what she told me.
Yeah, because he's saying that too as well on the back end. Yeah, you know, people just outgrow each other, man. It is what it is, man. So it ain't no beef,
Even
man.
in the midst of the battle, everybody, when the battle happened, everybody was trying to say, oh, which side is Bundles going to stand on? Is he going to stand with Spoonie? Because, he fuck with Spoonie right now. Or is he going to stand on Young L's side? That
Who
was the
won?
big notion in the building.
Who won the battle?
I feel like it was debatable, to be honest with you.
Okay, that's a good battle then. If it was a debatable.
Right. But I sat my ass down in the corner because I already know what's going to be the notion behind it. Like me standing behind Spoonie's like, oh, Bundles standing behind Spoonie. Oh, he really don't fuck with Young L. Or but this,
It would have gave it a narrative. I
right.
understand.
That's not my character. That's
Ask you this.
that's not how I carry myself.
So
Even
you
after
got
the battle, he
all right.
came
Go ahead.
over, he shook my hand. That was the last time we spoke to each other.
That's all right though. That's good. That's good right there. That's enough respect and all that shit. That's how you can put friendships to rest like that. So wifey basically was upset about you giving that much energy to that guy, and
Call
he's
me a
not.
dumbass.
Yeah, she should. She's a piece of you. She's her. She's supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? She's the other two set of eyes that you got and all that. So
But the
she's
fucked up
supposed.
part about it, she was telling me that for years, and I was ignoring. It. I'm like, nah, it ain't like that. He just young, and this is she like, yo, that nigga don't give a fuck about nothing. Like, why are you doing this? Why you giving him so much energy? Why this is and the third.
Gotta learn. Sometimes we gotta learn on our own. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we need to see. We need our own scars. You know what I'm saying? Like we need our own pain. It's all right though. So do you think being that a family man um limits how reckless you can be publicly in the culture?
Yeah, I gotta make it home at the end of the day. I gotta make it home.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be in nobody jail cell over no rap shit. Like, and that's another reason why it's like when it comes to situations, I've always asked for fair ones. Anybody will tell you when it comes to me feeling disrespected as far as the culture is concerned, I'm from the old school. I feel like we should be able to go outside, go out back, wherever it may have you, and we just shoot the fair one. I'm not here to like embarrass you. I'm not trying to stomp you out. I'm not trying to put you in a hospital or anything like that. Like let's let's get this off like how it need to be done. But for some reason, I feel like people expect you to just accept the disrespect. Especially in battle rap. I feel like they expect you to just accept the disrespect.
In battle rap?
Yeah. 'Cause like I
Right.
said, there's a difference. Now if you talking to me in the battle rap realm of things, I can take that all day. Yo, you ain't shit. I bust your ass, pause if necessary. All of that falls in the realms of battle rap. But when you start doing the you pussy, SMD, your ugly ass wife or your Down syndrome ass kid or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm
Now,
saying?
so it's safe to say that fatherhood softened your softened your perspective on disrespect, or did it sharpen it?
I think it's sharpened it.
I think it's in your play me, nigga. I kill you. I kill you. I kill you because of my motherfucking kids. I kill you. They didn't
I think it sharpened it, bro, because it's like I know who I am as a person. So you saying like if you like, oh, Bundles, you pussy, nigga, I know I ain't pussy, so I ain't tripping on that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even worried about that. But then you be like, you ugly ass kid. I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm kind of not mad at that. But like I said, my son is on the internet. I gotta defend my son on him. I can't have my son pulling up to me and be like, "Yo, dad, why you let that nigga call me ugly ass nigga?" I'm like, "Fuck, I ain't gonna necessarily fight you, but watch your mouth, man. That's my son, nigga. Like,
Yeah,
talk about
facts.
me, nigga. I'm in the culture, nigga."
That's a fact. So, um, discrepancy is that a league owner can like really say or do too much. You feel me? Because it messes with the brand. It kind of like shows that you're not professional. So does owning the league change how honest you could be in the media? In media?
No, because I do that too, and I think that as long as you're honest and fair, good, bad, or ugly, it'll be respected. Because I got a show called The Bar Breakdown. Shout out to my brother Live Music Is. Every Wednesday we break down battles, whether it be my league, other leagues. We sit there and we really critique the battles. And what's so good about our show is that it's not just us up there talking. Like we got the phone lines open, like how I got the phone number at the top of the screen, right? We got the phone lines open. We read the comments. We post the comments. It's a community based show where the whole entire community is invested. It's not just me and Live up there talking shit. Yes, we the host, but the culture got to say whether it's audio or in the comments. They got to say as well. And we have a voting apparatus at the end of every episode where we take all the tallies from the phone calls and the comments, and we find out who they felt won the battle. So as far as me being a league owner, for me, I don't break down any so crooked battles. Any battles that are so crooked members, I don't break those down. That's just a rule of mine because I feel like anything that I say pertaining to my crew will be taken out of context. And my crew all the time, they get mad. They like, yo, bundles, yo, I'm about to quit. I'm about to quit SC because I need a ball breakdown. And this is that and that. So I'm like, yo, man, I just personally feel like, and sometimes we'll do it. Like if the culture really say like, nah, bundles, just break it down. I'll do it. But I tend to stray away from doing ball breakdowns on my own crew.
Understand? I can see I could be a little controversy behind it, but I get it though. So, as being a league owner, I know you chasing the views as well. Even as being a good person, you want your team to grow. Have you booked the battles, um, like for momentum instead of for like I have you ever booked the battle for the momentum and not for the merit?
No, because I've only booked battles that I want to see from a fan perspective. Because
Oh,
I'm gonna keep it 100. SCBL is more so for our culture, meaning like like I remember I told you earlier that the R&B battle rap culture is not that big. But the battles that I book is battles that I want to see as a fan. That's something that I would pay to go see. Like if somebody else booked it, I would pay to go see these battles. So I put those type of battles together, and I also feel like you got farm leagues. I would like to consider SCBL to be a farm league
okay.
where up and coming artists that I feel have potential, that's who I focus on because I want them to get used to being appreciated. I want them to used to being treated at a certain standard because now it's like, oh, you was at SCBL. I know I can't play with you funny style because I know they do good business over there. I can't swindle you because I know bundles is either A taught you the business, B, put you in a position to win where you can go back there if I get funny with you and shit like that. So that's something that I hang my hat on is like, gaining the respect of not just the artist but the culture as a whole.
All right, that's good. That's what's up. So, um, so basically, you actually are part of a subculture inside of a culture.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't see things like that how it is, but so that right there is so crooked. Is so crooked built on culture or the counterculture part of it because you're already in a subculture of
So Crooked is based as far as like the brand. Um, People don't understand, or some people do, is that I was part of a auto club called Crooked Fellas. It's an
it.
auto
Okay.
club based out of Brooklyn, East New York, Brooklyn. And the way So Crooked came about was is that the club colors are silver, teal, blue, and black.
All
And we
right.
used to go to a lot of events. You know, they got a lot of motorcycle club events, and things like that going on in the city. And when I was active, I was the president. I was the president of the Bronx chapter. And anybody know me that when it come to my club, I used to dress down in my colors to a T. Like even my cars, like I had a black Nissan Maxima with teal blue rims to match my colors of my club and things like that. So one day some girl asked me, we was in a party, and the girl asked me, she's like, yo, you Crip or something? I'm like, nah, I ain't Crip. Why you asking me that? She like, yo, you always wearing blue. But I was wearing teal blue. So my response to her was, nah, I stay so crooked down to the socks. Kind of like a
Mm-hmm.
Biggie quote.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I said that, my man that was with me, who was also a crooked fella, he was like, yo, that was fly. So crooked, that shit dope. Light bulb went on. Ding, so crooked. Oh, I like that. This, that. Went home, Paul, sat with it. Following week, we going to another party. I went and got a sweater done that says so crooked on it, to the point where I bought a plain Russell sweatshirt and I took it to Lids. You know what I'm saying? Remember Lids back in the day, they used to sew on. I took the sweatshirt to Lids to get the word so crooked on the sweatshirt. I still got it in my room, matter of fact. I still got the original so crooked sweater. And I wore it to the party. It had the teal blue letters, it was bright and things like that. Oh, somebody was like, "Oh, so crooked. Oh, I like that your work. I get that." I lied to him. I said, "Yeah, it'll be out next week." I didn't have no plans on making more of them shits.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't. That was just
No.
something for me. But when they asked, they said, "Yo, it'll be out next week." I made one for that person. Phone started ringing. Yo, I need that. I need that. This is that. That yada yada. Now I bet. I linked up with my man Black, the owner of the club. I told Black what I was trying to do. Me and Black bought like 200 shirts and got them joints done up, pressed up, and all that. We sold 200 shirts in a week. Oh, bro, we doing this,
Yeah, that's a,
and the rest is history. It went from the clothing to drinks. We was doing so crooked drinks. We was doing the drinks that match out the color of our vests and things like that. And then at a certain point, I had my second daughter, and when I had my second daughter, based on what was going on with my first child, I wanted to be fully invested in fatherhood, so I had to take a step back from the club. And in the midst of taking a step back from the club, I was still running the So Crooked Since Birth brand. I did the legal thing. Cause my wife was like, "Yo, you better patent that." You know, said somebody might come and da 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 da. So I did the legal thing, got that together, and it's been rocking ever since. That was 13 years ago.
13 years, boy. It's a good number. 13 years definitely is a good number. So let me ask, it's a give me a rundown on how many league owners is it with on the beat battle?
On the beat, okay, you got the originators, Cypher City, as far as like the conglomerate, as far as the conglomerate of R&B, you got Cypher City, K Shark TV, Verbal War Zone, Walk Down, FYF, TMI, SCBL. Shout out to Ball Bullies. They relatively new, but they making noise. You got Ball Bullies.
Right.
So that's about eight. You got about 8 leagues.
So, do as y'all being league owners, you being a league owner, do y'all secretly root against each other?
I no, no, because we all use the same artists. It's not like we have a set of artists that is just retained to us. And we do, me and my brother Mass, salute the Mass Cypher City. We do an event for the past 2 years. This is gonna be the third installment. We do an event called Harlem Havoc, where he chooses 5 to 10 artists from the culture, and I choose 5 to 10 artists from the culture, and we go head to head, pause if necessary. You know what I'm saying? And that's Cypher City and SCBL. I've done events where it was So Crooked versus K Shark TV. So we've done events with different leagues and things like that. So I don't think it's to the point where, granted, at the end of the day, it's all competition. Everybody wants to be the best to the
I was
ability.
about to say, like, I was about to say to you, man. So the politics never made you have to pick a side, like for a little bit, like you had to pick a side for a little while.
Oh, they know it's mafia over everything. Everybody know that. Like at least for me, it's mafia over everything. But I salute all the leagues. You know what I'm saying? I view Cypher City as my big bros. They're the ones that kind of gave me the blueprint on how to do this. You know what I'm saying? I always give my flowers to Mass. Like I still call Mass to this day for information and things that I think I might see from a different perspective. He might call me and be like, "Yo, Bundles, you wildin'." You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been times where he's hit my line like, "Yo, Bundles, you wildin', bro. You gotta relax." And this is that and the third. So I think it's a mutual respect across the board.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's see. So you don't think it's no favoritism on it? Is there any favoritism in that in out of them five, out of them people, them league owners that you said for on the beat battles? Do you see any favoritism when it comes to battle with any of the rap?
Yes, yes.
Okay,
It's a lot of controversy behind tournaments. Like when leagues throw tournaments, pretty much every league has a crew.
all right,
You got Verbal Warzone. When you think of Verbal Warzone, as far as the crew, you think of Golden Squad. Um, SCBL, which is So Crooked Battle League, you think of the Mafia, So Crooked. Uh, Cypher City, they even got a crew within their camp and things like that. K Shark, they got the Sharks. They call themselves the Sharks and things like that. So we just did a live the other day talking about tournaments and how some when it comes to tournaments, it seems like whoever's part of their crew usually wins the tournaments. Now, whether it's honestly or not, it's always some controversy behind it, especially if the people that are in the tournament is not part of their said crew. They feel like, oh, you only threw the tournament for one of your members to win and things like that. And then there's other situations where there's been some shady dealings behind the scenes that has come to the forefront later on, and it just makes it for bad content and bad experiences when it comes to dealing with certain leagues. I'm trying my best not to throw any leagues under the bus right now. You know what I'm saying? But if you do your research and you tap in, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
I
But
try my best. I can believe. Hey, yeah, you see my setup though, boy.
yeah, I see you, my guy.
Remember I had told you before. I was like, you know what, man? Let me situate the city real quick, man. Stop playing with them
Nah,
people.
I'm proud of you, bro. You doing your
Yeah,
thing over there, man.
situate the city, you heard? So basically, do battles confuse opportunity with entitlement?
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah. Because when certain artists get opportunities, whether they earned it or not, depending on who they battle, depending on what platform they battle on, sometimes they think they're bigger than the program.
Okay.
Not
Okay. Right.
realizing, like, without somebody really believing in you, without somebody giving you the opportunity, you probably wouldn't be where you are right now.
Now, respectfully, truthfully, have you ever lowballed somebody payment wise, or even how you booking them or something like that, and
Never,
still expecting
never,
and expecting no?
never. You ask any artist that's been on SCBL, they'll tell you if I'm not a person that either A paid you first,
Okay.
I'm a person that made sure that you was comfortable. Because at the end of the day, this is a business. Because let's be clear, like
So is this perception or is this your opinion? Right. This is
I mean, you can
perception.
ask around. I could give you a list of every artist that's been on SCBL. There's never been any type of quorum about me doing any type of bad business with them. Anybody will tell you like I do great business with them.
I don't think it's bad business.
Not even lowball because, like I said, if you ask the artist, I'm either the first person that paid them, or I was a person that paid them the amount in which that they was worth. And you ain't got to speak to me for that. Like I know this is like one of many interviews that you're gonna do. You could just ask around.
Now we will. We're gonna get into it. It's going because this is only a part one, and you might got to come back. You know what I'm saying? Because L might L might pop out. And L was like pop out. And once he pop out, you know what I'm saying? He was like, this nigga lied. Now it's like, man, now my man got to pop out and have everybody here. But um, anyway, so let's talk about some more of your ventures, man. Because you like I said, you a man of many hats, bro. So uh, let's talk about your security company.
Right.
So salute to that. I watch you make moves and help people get jobs and all that stuff. So I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? So that's a beautiful thing right there. I know for a fact that you do that. So does running a security company make you see battle rap as a risk manager?
No, because it's separate. The the security thing actually helps fund some of the battle rap. And what I mean by that is I've had battle rappers that I've helped them get security license and
Okay.
they have worked for me. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a couple of battle rappers. I'm not gonna say their names because then you'll be like, "Oh, you a security guard?" They think it's use that in their raps, but there are a couple of battle rappers. There's a couple of league owners that has worked security with me and for me.
I'm a security. I got a card. I got a card license. It just can't help.
It just got real choppy, bro.
I don't care what nobody talk about. Nigga. Security. Nigga. What's up? Nigga?
Hold on, gang, because it got real choppy
I
out.
know I can hear it getting choppy. Get on your end. It got a little choppy too.
It said low network bandwidth. All right, yeah, I don't know if we unstable network. All right, what was your question now? Okay, yeah, I don't know. He said, "How much do you think a battler is worth?" Well, it depends, bro. It depends. It's always a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I think we going through some technical difficulties with my brother Five over there. But to answer your question, it's always a conversation. We gotta base it around how many people does your name bring in the building? Because at the end of the day, the money don't appear out of nowhere. How many people do you bring in the building? How many views do you accumulate? You know what I'm saying? Do you promo? All these different things got to be taken into account because you can't ask me for $1,000 and I can't make even $200 off you. That doesn't make any sense. That's not business. That's charity. Let's just call it what it is. That's charity. You asking me for 1,000 and I can't even make fucking 1,100, 1,200 off you. That's charity. So it's all based on conversation. You know what I'm saying? I think we. I don't know what's going on with my brother's situation.
I don't know. It's probably my service. I don't know. If it's my service or not.
Yeah, we might have to do a part two, bro. Might have to do a part two. But salute to everybody that checked in. Salute to everybody that's been tapped in on this conversation. We appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. We're gonna try to give it another minute or so to see if we could get it right. If not, we probably gonna have to do a part two. Yeah, that's what it's looking like, y'all. We might have to do a part two, man. I want to salute everybody that tapped in with us. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother. You know what I'm saying? Finish your food. Five. And we're going to have to pick it up, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to pick it up later on, man. Part two.